All right, guys. Well, as you can see, we're not in our RV.
Nope.
Um, Pretty much everybody that would be seeing these has probably seen what happened. So we'll just kind of run through real quick what actually happened as opposed to what people think may have happened. So we were headed east on 90 through New York, and we were in the right lane and not speeding. Nothing was going on. We were going 60 miles an hour. Um, Traffic slowed down. We were slowing down. People in the left lane weren't paying attention, and they slammed on their brakes, cut over into our lane, running us kind of off the road. We were avoiding hitting them. Um, we went through a sign on the median, which was a like speed limit marker sign for the exit.
And that was your choice because you said
Yeah.
it was either run this woman over or
Yeah,
try to just hit a sign.
I didn't want to hit the car on the left, and I put the sign in the middle. I decided to put the sign in the middle of the windshield, thinking that if it came through the windshield, at least at that point, it wouldn't hit me or Sam. As soon as we hit that sign, I just tried to keep it on four wheels, but I didn't know at the time that the
Just after the sign,
just
there was
after
an
the sign,
embankment that was just like a
yeah,
straight drop down a hill.
there was a hill on that side, and so I was, hit the sign thinking, okay, keep it on all four wheels, not don't make any sudden movements, turns back in, but there was a hill, and so as we were going straight, it rolled over the embankment. So it wasn't any kind of a
It wasn't
flat tire.
Yeah, it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
We weren't texting and driving.
No,
we were buckled, thankfully.
Yeah, it was us avoiding an accident, and yeah. So luckily, we didn't run over anybody that cut over into our lane. But unlucky for us, we lost just about everything we own. So that's kind of what happened. And then at the time I was hanging upside down then. Sam ended up pinned underneath and was unable to get out. So on the passenger side, once we kind of did a semi rollover, the roof and the floor of the coach basically became a V, and Sam was stuck in that V.
It was like, what was my chair? I was underneath my chair. Then there was the chair. Then there was like a couch. Then there was pieces and parts of this motorhome.
It's hard to say. And then once everything gets flipped over upside down, it's hard to figure out what's where at that point.
All I knew is I was stuck.
Yeah, you were stuck. So I was upside down, released my seatbelt, fall to what is now the roof of the RV. And that's when I see our cat jump out the window, the broken glass window. I tried to grab her as she was jumping out, wasn't able to get a hold of her at that time, and then kind of just had to change focus, obviously, to see what was going on with her as she was pinned underneath. So we were down there. I tried to break away as much stuff as I could, at least give you a little bit more room to breathe. And
yeah, because the way I was pinned, I was like, it hurts to kind of do it, but my elbow was like into my sternum. My arm was flat, and all the weight of everything was just on this arm. So along with not being able to breathe, I also stopped feeling my arm for a while, which was pretty scary.
Yeah. So we were under there. Police showed up fairly quickly. Luckily for us, the state trooper wasn't too far away.
And lucky for us, I didn't know this was a setting. I don't think my settings turned on, but he has on his iPhone SOS emergency setting and has me set as his contact. But when this happens and it gets triggered, if it detects a fall, it will automatically call 911 if you don't stop it. So I heard the alarm go off and it dialed out to 911 to help us.
Yeah. So it automatically dialed 911. I know they said they got a lot of calls. Obviously, there's a lot of people around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first responders showed up. I got out, crawled out, let the volunteer firefighters in. I think they were volunteer firefighters. Mm-hmm. Anyway, firefighters in. So I was out talking to the police. They were working with the Jaws to give Sam some space and get her out. They created just enough space that she was still able to crawl out. So she crawled out. They put a neck brace on and backboarded her, and then ended up taking both of us to a Tier 1 trauma center. Because of it being a rollover, they said they had no choice. They had to take both of us to a trauma center, which is about a half hour away,
So we went there shoeless.
Yeah,
Luckily,
so
they found your phone, but they found my wallet at the time, so we were able to have like.
so we were both wearing flip flops, and apparently in a rollover accident, if you're wearing flip flops, you lose
Yeah,
those.
you probably won't have those anymore.
So neither one of us had shoes. So we were at the emergency room, and so for that day and that night, our shoes were the emergency room socks.
Yeah, so we had slipper socks. We left the hospital in those slipper socks. We went to the police station in those slipper socks, and we marched right into the hotel room in our slipper socks.
Yeah. So my parents drove up from Altoona with their truck, and have kind of been toting us around. They picked us up at the police station that night. From there, we have been just up here. So we went the next day to get some shoes and a change of clothes from Walmart, and then really went out to look for Harley.
Yeah, we've been looking for Harley. We went to the salvage yard to see if there was anything salvageable. That's when we realized everything was kind of gone, which you'll see, I'm sure, tons of pictures, and we'll share some here as well.
Yeah, so what happened with that is, with the wreck, when they tried to upright the RV to tow it away, the chassis portion basically just became separate from the house portion. So they put the chassis and towed it away, and then they used I'm guessing a front end loader of some sort to just grab everything, dump it into 2 dumpsters, and take it to the tow yard as well. So
that's where we are. We're currently still in New York. We are still looking for our cat, and we're waiting on insurance to tell us what we can and can't do, what we need to do to move forward. We don't know if our truck's totaled. It didn't flip, so we have high hopes that it was fine. It's got some smashed up parts, but it looks like it could be fixable.
Yeah, the truck may be fixable. Really what we're waiting on now is insurance to release the RV. So when we were at the tow yard, we were able to do our best to go through those dumpsters without.
We weren't allowed
really
in the dumpster. We could like grab things, but
we still kind of did, but you still can't move the walls and things of the RV.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for them to dump those dumpsters for us and at least like let us go through what's left in there.
So we'll just keep you posted on what's going on. We've been getting so much love from the RV community, our families, friends of family, friends of friends. It's been really it's overwhelming, like really overwhelming, and we appreciate it. We aren't the type of people to ask for help. We're always the ones that try to jump in and help others. We're not the ones to like ask for help. So it's been really hard to accept that. But I think when we showed up to the salvage yard and there was just nothing.
When you see all of your stuff in rubble in dumpsters.
Yeah.
That was a little rough.
Yeah. So we appreciate it. We'll share the link with this video as well. I know some friends of ours set up a GoFundMe. So if you could share it, even if you can't donate, if you could share it, that'd be great. And we'll.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate just even sharing it, even messaging us, with a lot of the love. Like it's been appreciative. So.
Yeah, don't feel bad that you're blowing us up. I've had a lot of people say, I know you're probably busy, but we just want to reach out. Don't ever apologize for that, because we appreciate it and we just feel very loved. And we're happy to be here, and that's the most important part, and we can figure the rest out.
Yeah.
So stay tuned as we figure out
life.
Yeah.